Let's talk about this. This is going on year number 11. Is that
year
right?
number 11, yes.
Ooh, my goodness. Well, you got a crew out there and getting ready for it. And tell me about. I know that this event is free to attend. You can bring your lawn chairs down and enjoy live music as well as eats and drinks on the square down there. Well, let's see. But you also have some underwriting help from folks in the community that like to be a part of the event, from everything from larger packages, because everything costs money. It costs money for the bands. It costs money to have the fireworks display on the 4th of July. Tell me about how we can get involved and how we can help on the concert series.
Well, we do have a sponsorship packet. We have different levels. It's from all the way from $10,000 level to $25 level. And, of course, everything's appreciated. But we have quite a few sponsors that sponsor us every year, and we're getting new ones this year also. And what we do is we put your name out there. Mm-hmm. We advertise the sponsors as much as we can, and we have a whole banner out showing all the sponsors and their sponsorship levels. So we want to promote our businesses in town as well as have them help us do this. And the sponsors have been great for us. And
the event is set up, if you hadn't been, it's more than a street dance. It's a community. It's become a community event where all ages. There's some activities for the kiddos and different things on Friday evenings. Mm-hmm. Sometimes there's bounce houses down there. There's there's snacks. There's and I'll say it now and then what happened is we won't have a snow cone vendor, but I say you can. I'm just saying you can get a snow cone, or you can get ice cream or a hamburger, or sometimes there's sausage wraps, sausage on a stick. There's adult beverages. There's soda water. There's water. But, and then you can kind of head in and out if you want to go. I've seen folks that will go and dine at some of the restaurants and then come out a little bit later. But sometimes everything get underway. And I know you have the entertainment lineup here. What time? Let's go through the entertainment lineup this year, and then we'll talk about the hours and all that other good stuff, if you don't mind.
Okay. Well, on June 7th, we're doing something a little bit different this year. Basically, we're having two bands for most of the concerts. And on June 7th, we're starting at 7 o'clock, we're having Kenny Arts and No Chance. Uh-huh. Then at 8:45, Five Card Draw will be coming on. And on June 14th, at 7, we have Bill Pekar and the Rainey Brothers. And then at 8:45, we have Different Beast. And on June 21st, we have at 7 o'clock Roadhouse Conjunto.
Roadhouse Cajunto.
Cajunto, okay.
Yeah, thank you, translator. Yeah.
Thank you, Egan.
You bet. I'm happy to help.
And then at 8:45 we have, which I heard is a very good band, is Ram Herrera and the Outlaw Band.
Yeah, Ram is a very fantastic Tejano singer-songwriter.
Yes. And then on June 28th, we have one of our locals, DJ Richter, will be performing at 7. And then at 8:45, we have Jarrett Birmingham.
Okay.
And on July 4th, we have Texas Unlimited band, which is a popular band around this area. They're starting at 7, and they'll be playing till 9, and then we'll have our fantastic fireworks show afterwards. So y'all come on out and listen to all the bands.
And it's there's no admission charge.
No admission charge. It is free to the public, and it is very family friendly.
Over the years, when helping you with Main Street, we had a question that I want to answer here on the program, unless some things have changed. But people have asked, hey, can we bring our coolers down there? And one of the things that I would mention is, well, you can, but we personally rather have you purchase from the local nonprofits that are selling. So, like the adult beverages. You've got the Gonzales Knights of Columbus Council 5090 that's working part of their fundraiser that will have those beverages. And the beverages are very inexpensive. Probably the lowest price in town, I would say.
I would say so.
And don't challenge me on that because I don't have all my facts here in front of me and don't know what they're charging this year. But, you're also helping the KCs. And, you don't want to lug around a cooler all evening long when you can get it right there. So, and, we just kind of ask, on the safety side to, leave the glass bottles at home if you don't mind. But I think that you've had some other questions over the year. Was there any other questions that we might that people kind of ask? We answered the one about the cooler, but you can bring lawn chairs down.
You can't bring one.
What if you want to be a vendor?
Oh, if you want to be a vendor, we have our vendor applications ready. Our spaces are $30 a night, and if you do all 4 nights plus the July 4th, it's $150. The spaces are 12 by 12. You can contact my office, or you can look on the City of Gonzales website, or it's gonzalesmainstreet.org, and you'll see the vendors, the applications there. And vendors make the event, especially food vendors. We have quite a few coming in already, and yes, again, we will have a snow cone vendor.
Well, that's good to know. I was wondering about that a little bit earlier, but yes, because we're going to need it. It's going to be, it's June. Yes, it does get warm, but and going on the hours, you get underway. Do some shutdown. You close the square off early Friday morning, half side of the square,
right.
And that is let me get my direction. The east side of the square. Really kind of in front of Angels and Outlaws back toward the movie theater. That's just for setup and things like that earlier throughout the day. Then the rest of the square will be closed off later in the afternoon.
Yeah, it'll be closed off at 3 o'clock that afternoon. The rest of the square will be closed off at
And this
3
is
o'clock.
the inside of the square. I want to make sure that gets out. That there'll still be some street parking right there. You can get in and shop and stuff like that. Street closure? You closing St. Paul? No, I'm sorry, St. George?
We're closing the 400 block of St. George, and it'll be closed around between 5:30 and 6. So,
okay.
And actually, the event starts at 6. Everybody can start coming down at 6 o'clock. But the music doesn't start until 7. So.
Well, before we let you go, let's get your contact information one more time. If someone wants to get in touch with you and learn a little bit more, what's your telephone number? And
Okay, you can reach me at 830-672-2815.
Barbara, as always, I appreciate you. Y'all have a great Easter weekend, and thanks for joining me, and we'll see you this June.
Well, thanks for having me, and happy Easter to you.
Barbara Frederick, the Main Street Director, City of Gonzales, on this week's edition of Guadalupe Valley Views.